Hi everyone, I'm using Gregory Scott's Tarot for our reading today. I'll choose 3 cards and I'll also take one from Anastasia's pack as well for some extra guidance. We're on the 12/12 portal. What a day, such a sacred day. We're now moving through this portal into the gateway of the solstice. It's the last new moon of the year, so we are doing some reflection on everything that we have been faced with this year. It's been an immense year. For me personally, it's been a very tender year, lots of learning. So it's just doing a reflection and how we maybe reacted in certain situations, or how we responded. Did we pause? Did we do the inner work? And just reflecting on what created from us stepping into our old patterns. So a powerful day today, a powerful day of activations of the sacred energy coming in and feeding our soul, bringing in the divine sustenance, helping us to build on our inner light, to burn away now anything that is not of our higher consciousness, the burning away lifetimes. So using the Sagittarian energy of fire to transmute and burn away, sitting in this place of healing today, opening up, feeling the sacredness of our life, of all life, of Mother Earth. A powerful day. So today we are the new moon in Sagittarius, half horse, half man, with his bow and arrow pointing straight into the galactic core. To channel that archer, to keep our focus and those arrows of our intention going up to heaven. This new moon is also connecting to Aries in the North Node. So the North Node is the head of the dragon, and where we're all traveling, that's our destination, where we are traveling to, our destiny. And the ruler of Aries is Mars, and Mars is in the sun with Sagittarius. So Mars is traveling, it is communicating beautifully with the sun, but it's also moving by the great attractor. So the great attractor is a part of the cosmos where it brings things in, it sucks things in. Mars is the ruling planet of Aries. So Aries is in the North Node and is all around our I am presence. So powerful healing activation of our I am presence as Mars is moving by the great attractor. So whatever we're sending up at this time, we are manifesting really intensely to make sure we're coming back into our I am presence. The South Node is in Libra. So Libra is in its shadow a people pleaser, and so we're looking at areas in our lives where we are coming out of our alignment to please others, or depending on somebody to act in a certain way to make us happy. So there's powerful balance going on. Neptune is also in Pisces, communicating with this new moon, and we are receiving spiritual downloads. we may feel a little bit confused, because if we've stepped out of alignment in this season of busy, 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 our minds will be full of confusion. When we come back into this place of center and allow our mind and our heart to come into alignment without any urging to do. So there's a powerful energy, one that's wanting to whip us up and get us busy, which is the season. And then there's our soul that's saying, just anchor this light, stay still, because everything will get done. I love Christmas, and it's keeping everything in that balance and alignment, that we are not burning ourselves out to really make ourselves feel better based on what other people may judge us. So a time of really rest, where the season is saying get busy and do more and buy more. Our soul is saying, actually, this is the most important time to be anointed with sacred energy, and we cannot receive that anointing if we are clouding our heads up full of what needs doing. So allowing the fire of Sagittarius, it's a fire sign, to burn away anything that is putting us into a place of resistance, to align ourselves with this light, to be able to bring this light in without our minds going off. Mercury stands stationary today, so the intense energy from Mercury, which is the communication planet, is asking us, how are we communicating with ourselves? How are we communicating with others? What are we listening to? How is it affecting us within our body? Is it bringing in an energy of discomfort or urgency? To just unhook from all the noise, coming within to the silence and connecting to our divine light, because in that divine light holds everything that we need to create from the Trinity, from the divine masculine, the divine feminine, which what today is around the Trinity coming together and birthing those divine creations, to be able to find peace within, because as we find peace within, we nourish our soul. And there is so much going on in this Christmas season, and I will come back on and do readings. I've been so busy and had to conserve my energy for my clients, so when I can, I'll get on and just go through this Christmas season and the imagery and everything else that really keeps us stuck in a place of misalignment, of missing our mark. So sending so much love and healing to anybody who is in need at this time as well. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video, and messages are just coming through of a change in our belief. So if we our old beliefs that are not serving us any longer, that we may do something and there's no appreciation, we're doing it from an unhealed part within us. So what the angels are coming through and bringing the message is change your belief, because in changing our belief, we change our blood flow. We change all the cells within our body. So as we are changing those beliefs from the old, what's been conditioned so rigidly within us, as we start changing that, there's room for expansion, there's room for growth and fresh energy coming in. So I'm setting the intention for a reading for the highest and greatest good for the collective or anyone who views this video. A card has just flown out there face down, so I'll read that at the end of the reading. So there we have the Hierophant, bringing in that spiritual energy, anchoring it within our hearts, within our cosmic heart. The Ace of Cups, this energy flowing in now, nourishing and nurturing, and opening our heart to love, to holy love that brings in wholesome love. And the Five of Cups, perfect. The Ace of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. So we have the Hierophant, and this card is connected to Taurus. Jupiter, who is the ruling planet of this new moon, rules Taurus as well as Sagittarius. So this is a time of expansion, of spiritual wisdom coming through. And within this spiritual wisdom becomes divine abundance, prosperity, upliftment, health, well-being. This card is reminding us to stay in that connection with our own personal relationship with our angels, with the divine, listening to our own guidance, which comes very softly, very subtly. It's not noisy. Like our ego can get really noisy, especially at this time of the year. So this is a really sinking in to that subtleness, listening to that voice, knowing that we are being divinely guided, that we are all divine beings. And you can see that in this deck, it's a child. So coming back into the innocence of the child, of really finding the joy is what's coming through, finding the joy of this time, the true meaning. And as we find the joy and we feel it, because we can't find it any outside of us, it's within us, tap into it, it raises us up, brings a smile to our face. And that smile is infectious, because when we look around, especially at this time of the year, there's very few people smiling. So when we're going round and we're smiling, and we've got so much to smile about, and it's not in a material way, it's in a sacred and truthful way. So an activation today of on a soul level, our heart opening, overflowing, when we stay in this quietness, when we empty our head and allow our crown to open and receive this anointing of our soul, this divine sustenance within our soul. It opens our hearts, it lifts us, and we are receiving a quantum leap in our consciousness. Our shadow side may come in and tell us everything that we're not doing, bringing up grief from past. So allow anything of this, because this is on its way out. Allow anything of this to be transmuted in the fire of Sagittarius. Allow it to burn away. Allow it to burn away any resistance to anything that we have that is blocking us from love. So she is there looking at all those cups, 3 cups overflown, overturned. Everything has gone, all that substance from those 3 cups is gone. But there are 2 cups there full, moving on from the Ace of Cups. So when we tune in to the divine love that is flowing to earth, it becomes the 2 of Cups, which merge together in this beautiful divine energy of creation. So looking at the true celebration that's occurring now, and allowing anything that is causing us anxiety, overwhelm, to be transmuted in this fire. And the base of, then we have the Ace of Swords, enlightenment coming in. These activations, this energy is one of enlightenment, because we suddenly see with clarity. The 9 of Pentacles, all our hard work is coming into fruition. There's no need to rush around and force, trying to control, getting on that big dipper of the season. Just step back and allow everything to flow. And really listen to our heart and allowing this energy to flow into our heart. Because as it flows into our hearts, then it is, with every heartbeat, goes back out into our energy field, creating prosperity, growth, divine abundance. And you can see he stood there with all those pentacles around him. He's not running around trying to gather them up. He's allowing everything to come to him. And then we have the King of Wands opening his arms, allowing this energy of the divine creator, the masculine, that is the consciousness of manifestation coming through. This is the entrepreneur, doesn't need to listen to anyone else. He is guided by his own intuition, with compassion, with love. And he knows what he sends out from his heart comes back in tenfold, 100-fold. So he is this energy from the cosmos, from the divine, from this sacredness is coming through our hearts and will return in its purest and most wholesome way. So there's nothing to worry about. Take our gaze away from do. Everything will get done in the most beautiful, aligned ways. So I'm asking now for a message from Anna Starks. Some greatest good for the collective, or anyone who views this video today on this 12/12 portal, a galactic alignment coming through. And if we look up at the night sky, especially in the UK, there is Orion, there's Sirius, the Pleiades, Andromeda, and Mars making its travels alongside the Great Attractor. So the heavens are saying, send your prayers, we're listening. So we have this powerful energy that's listening to our manifestations. What are we putting up? Are we putting up overwhelm, stress, anxiety, or are we taking that breath and going into to actual faith. We are focusing on the highest and greatest good for ourselves and everyone in our care, everyone in our reality. And the universe listens, the divine listens and brings miracles. This is what this season's all around. Miracles, Christmas miracles. So it's letting go and trusting and finding that place of true belief in ourselves, not belief in everyone else or needing anybody to believe in us, because then we have come out of ourselves. We've lost ourselves in other people's opinions, thoughts. When we come in and we have that true belief of ourselves, coming into it, how much grace is in there, how much love is in there, and how much peace is in there. And taking that breath, there we have the Kundalini rising. And this is what I was speaking about earlier, and this time of year is all around our Kundalini rising. It's a energy that starts to build from our root all the way through our chakra system, creating a Kundalini rising. So when we stay in this centered place of knowing that we are co-creators and whatever we're putting out there will come back. So when we put peace out there, things happen with ease. Christmas happens beautifully, and we have that joy and energy to enjoy it, because it is a time of celebration. It's the birth of the sun. It's the birth of a creative energy that occurs within us when we stay in alignment with nature and Mother Earth, and the access that we are moving into creates a energy that moves up through our Kundalini and opens our third eye, activates our third eye, activates our crown, activation of all our chakras. When we don't get lost in the commercial side of things. And that's not that we don't buy gifts, we do, but we don't get lost in that. We have that time to sit back, enjoy the energy of this season, feel the divine magic of this season, bringing in this Kundalini rising. And beautiful, beautiful energy. And then we have the King of Swords. So we have the King of Wands, which is the element of fire. And we also have the King of Swords, which is the element of air, our thoughts. So we've got this fire energy of Sagittarius, the archer. We have the air energy of our thoughts, which is connected to Mercury, asking us to really listen to what's going on in our heads, keeping our minds as peaceful and as clear as we can, to be able to receive these downloads that are activations for our next year of 2024. This is the final new moon of 2023. Mercury stationary, and will move direct on the 1st of January. So all through this season, where it's a busy, 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 Mercury is asking us to take our time, to go with it, to listen what's going on inside, to take that time. So even we're on this new moon of planting new seeds, and so powerful, but also Mercury is asking us to just reflect, take our time. The universe is listening, all ears out there. And when we attune to that, we are very mindful of what we put out there. There is a powerful awakening to our own responsibility of the energy that we are emitting into the world, into our reality. So we have the King of Wands and the King of Swords, and air and fire. Air fans the flames, helps it to grow and create. But if it gets too out of control, it engulfs everything. And this is the message that's coming through for this season. Don't let our minds start to engulf, to engulf the flames, so that we are just completely out of control. Use our thoughts very mindfully, very creatively, in a holy and holistic and a sacred way, and feel the joy of this season. The King of Wands, Sagittarius, and Sagittarius, it's a mutable energy, so we can easily change and adapt our reality by using these wonderful energies of fire, which is very, it's almost like we can change. If we're seeing, if there's something in our reality that is causing some discomfort, we can start to change it, we can start to transmute it, and as we are transmuting, we are opening up for fresh energy to come in. Mars, the great attractor, is listening to our prayers. Let go of any anxieties, let go of any overwhelm. Allow this fire to transmute it, come into alignment. Feel the energy of this new moon on the 12/12 portal. We are so blessed to be in this consciousness at this time, moving up through our ascension. So this evening, find some time to feel the love, to feel the divine, to feel the love for each other, without having to go into people pleasing. This is Libra in the shadow, that's in the South Node, without putting an expectation on anyone else. Enjoy our life. It's so precious. So enjoy this time and find the holiness within, tending to our own magic, our mystery. Have a wonderful, wonderful new moon, planting those seeds from a place of clarity, from a place of purity now, with full intention, with full belief in ourselves, not in what other people believe about us, in ourselves, feeling that wonderful energy of self-belief. Powerful, powerful day. So I'm sending so much love, and thank you so much for listening, and God bless. Thank you.